Linda wandered about the beach all day. There were beautifully dressed people walking around, vacationing on the coast, cheerful, smiling, calm. They only made Linda resentful and annoyed. Every day she had to wander through garbage dumps and wonder how to find food. The girl's attention was caught by a couple, a well-dressed man and a gorgeous man next to him. Smiling at her, he sat his companion down on a table in a cafe on the embankment and called the waiter. "What shall we order, my dear?" the man asked. "I will have a cocktail." "I'll have a coffee, please." After ordering, they talked about something. On the table in front of the man was his wallet. Judging by its thickness, it was full of money. Linda swallowed greedily, feeling very hungry. "You can get rid of a fat man like that," she thought, and walked closer. A man and a woman were arguing passionately about something. Linda took a moment to rush over to their table and grab her wallet and run away. "Stop! Hold her!" The girl heard the man shout, but Linda deftly ran between the strolling townspeople and was out of sight in a couple of minutes. "Lucky," thought the girl, sitting down on a bench in the public garden. She opened her wallet and saw a large wad of bills. She was going to have a great dinner tonight. Linda found bank cards, which she immediately threw in the trash, and a photograph in a hidden pocket of the wallet. She was about to send the photo of the bank card, but suddenly she froze, staring at the image in the picture. A little girl was sitting on the lap of a beautiful young woman. The girl had a dark curly hair, big brown eyes, and a dress with lace. Linda had seen a picture like this once before, a long time ago. It was kept in her personal file, and one day a teacher from her orphanage where the girl lived showed her the picture. "That's you and that's your mom," the woman said. "You keep this picture, you have nothing left of your mom." "Nothing at all?" the girl asked. The teacher sighed heavily. She remembered well how Linda has come to the orphanage. The mother had identified the girl while she was still alive. She had no other choice. A severe illness locked Linda's mother in the walls of the hospice, and there were no loved ones who could take care of her 3-year-old daughter. "How did this rich guy get a picture of my mom and me?" Linda wondered. She was sure he had no relatives in the whole wide world. That's what the caretaker of the orphanage had said. Otherwise, her mother would never have given her away. "You had a very good, kind mother," the teacher said to Linda as she looked at the picture. "She loved you very much. If God had not taken her away, she would never have left you." "Who's my father?" Linda asked. "Maybe you know." "Your mom didn't talk about it. He must not have been a good man for your mother to have to raise you alone." All her life, Linda thought she was born of her mother's Cajun liaison with some man. She often imagined this man. He seemed to her like a bastard, cruel and ruthless. Seeing her picture in the stranger wallet, Linda decided to go back and ask the man at the cafe he got her picture, and why he kept it in a secret pocket. She hurried back for the beach, imagining how she would apologize and give all the money to the owner of the wallet. But she didn't see him at the cafe. Linda's heart was pounding frantically. "Do you know where the man who was sitting at this table went?" she asked the waiter. The guy recognized the thief and shouted loudly, "You're the one who stole from him. Come with me." He grabbed Linda's hand. "Let me go. Here's his wallet. I will give it to you if you tell me where to find it." The girl looked at him pleadingly. "Do you really want your stolen wallet back?" The boy wondered, continued to hold Linda's hand. Yes, I have a reason for that. Tell me, do you know how to find him? This man has recently arrived at the resort. I haven't seen him here before, the guy replied. Listen, you sit down. I'm about to finish my shift, and we will work something out. The waiter's name was Mark. He brought Linda a cup of fragrant tea and a burger. The girl was very hungry. She greedily ate a bun and a patty, watching the guy go between the tables, serving the customers. Mark freed himself and took a seat next to Linda. In the girl's hand was a photograph with her wallet. Say, was there nothing else in this wallet? The guy asked. Just the money in this picture and the bank cards, Linda replied. Where are they? I threw them in the trash can in the public garden. What do I need them for? How stupid you are, Linda, Mark said. Bank cards have a first and last name on them. That will help us find the owner. They hurried into the public garden, hoping they could find the bank cards Linda has discarded in the trash can. They are here, exclaimed the girl. She had bank cards in her hands. It says Robert Morris. Mark read the inscription on the cards. Okay, so now we have to find this man. I think we should ask around the hotels. Will it be better to talk all this to the police? Linda asked. And they will arrest you as a thief. How do you explain your wallet? Are you going to say you stole it? You're right. Linda, you and I are going to do something different. If the owner of the wallet and his woman came to our cafe, they must be staying somewhere nearby. We'll have to go around the hotels looking for it. I don't see any other way out. Mark took Linda's hand and led her toward the exit. The day their search yielded nothing. It was already dark outside when Mark and Linda were sitting on the grass in the public garden. The girl had nowhere to go, and Mark didn't want to leave her. Look at this picture of me. I'm about 3 years old, no more. And that's my mom. Beautiful. Yeah. But how did the man get a picture of me? My mom's been dead for years. I have no relatives. Linda, I really want to help you. I'll take you to my house, but my parents... I know they won't be happy. Nobody wants a beggar of the street. Don't say that. You're very kind and good. Mark looked into Linda's eyes, stroked her hair. This beggar girl had touched his heart. They sat in a square until morning, and as soon as it was dawn, they went to the nearest hotel to see if a guest named Robert Morris was staying there. Mark asked the receptionist, but the pretty girl at the front desk didn't know anything about the man Linda and her body were looking for. So they went to another hotel and walked around like that, asking about the man whose wallet they wanted back. By the end of the next day, they were quite tired and sat down on the grass. We will never find the man, Linda said. Look, why don't we drop the idea? Take the money and spend it on yourself, Mark suggested. No, you see, I have no one in this world. I really want to know how he got that picture. I see. I will go buy you and me some coffee and something to eat, Mark said. You wait here. He left and Linda remained seated on the grass, watching the cheerful vacationing tourists strolling around. Suddenly gaze fell on a gorgeous man who was leaving the hotel. It was the same companion of the stranger from whom Linda had stolen the wallet. The girl rushed toward her. Wait! Where's the man who was with you yesterday? Asked the girl, running towards the gorgeous lady. Get that beggar away from me, the woman said, to the concierge with a squeamish gaze at Linda. There, take this. You have your man's wallet. Linda shouted, but the concierge was already dragging her away from the hotel. He pushed Linda, and she fell to the ground. Blood ran down to her cheek. "What are you doing? How can you do this to a human being?" Linda heard a man's voice. "Don't touch her." Mark leaned over to Linda. "Are you okay?" Linda looked around. Mark and the rich man she had stolen the wallet from were leaning over to her. Mark wiped the blood from her cheek, held her close to him. "Here, take your wallet." "I didn't take any money of it. I just took this picture," Linda said timidly. She was holding a picture of herself as a little girl. After graduating from the orphanage, Linda didn't know how to move on. She joined a group of street vagans, earned occasional money, and sometimes stole. She often wondered why she was so punished by fate. Other people have everything: houses, cars, money, and she is forced to wander the streets, begging, and stealing. The girl scrutinized the strange man's face. He didn't even check the contents of his wallet. "This is Linda," Mark told him. "She stole your money because she was very hungry. But now Linda was decided to give your wallet back. Please forgive us." "It's not about money," Robert Morris answered him. "The point is that stealing is wrong. You can take other people's things. But it's a poor, unhappy girl. She has nothing to live on, nothing to eat. She lives on the street, wandering about, and now—" Linda smiled guiltily. "Your credit card says your name is Robert Morris," she said. "Could you tell me where you got that picture?" "Oh, it's an old photo. It doesn't concern you. I keep it in memory of someone dear to me. What has it got to do with you anyway?" The man was about to turn around and walk away. He didn't care about this young thief, but Linda shouted loudly, "That's me! This picture is of me and my mom. Where did you get this picture?" Robert Morris froze, staring into the beggar's face, while his companion looked at them both in surprise. She didn't like her husband talking to the dirty ragamuffin who'd stolen his money. "Is there anything you want to explain to me?" she asked her husband. "Why do you keep the picture of the beggar?" But Robert Morris, dumbfounded by Linda's statement, remained silent. The face of Jessica, dear to his heart, came to his mind. All his life he had remembered her, but he knew that his beloved had died. They met on a quiet spring evening. Robert was strolling along the promenade when he saw a beautiful girl. "Hi, what's your name?" he asked. "Why do you ask?" Jessica wondered. "I just wanted to meet you. Don't think I have bad intentions. Would you like to go out together? I can buy you ice cream or coffee." "I don't go out with strangers," the girl declared. "So, let's get acquainted. I'm Rob." She looked at him with interest. The young handsome guy seemed interested in her. "I'm Jessica." "Well, now we know each other." Robert smiled at her. "Shall we go for a walk?" The boy remembered the night for the rest of his life. Jessica laughed at his jokes, and there was a sparkle in her eyes. As he walked her home, Rob said, "You're very beautiful, Jessica." She was embarrassed. The girl had never had a guy with whom it was so easy and simple to go out and socialize. They had only just met, but it seemed to her that they had known each other all their lives. And Rob looked at her, not letting the girl's hand out of his palm. From the day on, they became inseparable. Rob and Jessica met almost every day, and one day he decided to introduce her to his parents. "I have a girlfriend and I want to marry her," the boy told his father and mother. "What a girl?" Mother asked. "Her name is Jessica. She's very beautiful and kind," Rob said. "I want you to meet—" "I don't even want to hear it," said the father. "A friend of mine is coming with his daughter the other day, and you will have to marry her. It's already decided and out of the question." "But I want to marry Jessica. I love her," Rob objected. "You see, son, we're in a lot of debt. Your father's business had been very bad in recent years, and marrying Megan will help us. Her father is a very rich and powerful man," his mother told the boy. "If you don't marry my friend's daughter, we may have our house taken away from us, go around the world beggar and starve," resented the father. "He have fed and raised you, and now you have to help us not to stay on the street." Rob looked at Linda. She had the same dark, bottomless eyes as his lover. "What's going on, Rob?" the man was asked by his wife. "What are you standing there staring at the beggar?" "Shut up, Megan," her husband told her. "I have to talk to her, and you leave us alone." Robert took Linda's hand in his and said, "Let's go. If you're hungry, I will feed you at the cafe. We can talk there." Linda was surprised, but followed the rich man. She saw a quiet sadness in his gaze. At a table in a small cafe, Rob began his story. Years ago, he returned to his hometown and wanted to find Jessica. In secret from his young wife Megan, he went to her house, knocked on the door for a long time, but no one answered. "Do you know where Jessica, who lives here, is?" he asked a neighbor who looked out of her apartment door. "Jessica?" the woman wondered. "She's been gone for a month. She is in a lot of troubles. She is sick and in a hospice care." "Like a hospice?" Robert had no idea that the cheerful, beautiful girl had fallen in love with was terminally ill. After asking Jessica's neighbor where to find her, he left. That same day, Robert managed to find his lover. She was in terrible state. Jessica had changed a lot in just a few days. She looked pale, sickly, and exhausted. "Why did you come?" she asked when she recognized Rob. "You abandoned me, betrayed me, and now you're here." "It's my fault, but you have to believe me. I had to get married because my parents demanded, but you were always in my heart." "I don't care anymore, Rob. I don't have much time left to live." "But you have a daughter," Jessica said sadly. "How's the daughter? It can't be. Where is she?" "I gave her to a shelter." "But why?" "Because I couldn't raise her. I'm terminally ill." Suddenly Jessica rose from the bed and threw herself at the man's feet. She had him to her knees and begged him, "Please, take her away. Take care of our daughter. Don't leave her." "You know, Linda, when your mother gave me this picture, I thought I will definitely find you and take you to live with me. But circumstances didn't work out the way I thought." Robert Morris said sadly, "What possible reason could there be for not taking your child out of the orphanage?" Linda asked. "Believe me, when we are young, we make a lot of mistakes. We are afraid to do the wrong thing. I was dependent on my wife's rich father for everything. That's why I didn't dare bring you to our home. Can you forgive me, girl?" That evening, father and a daughter, who had found each other so unexpectedly, talked for a long time. Now that Robert Morris had become an independent and successful businessman, he didn't care what his wife would say or how she would react to Linda's appearance in his life. He looked at the poorly dressed girl and thought only of one thing: my daughter will never need anything again.